Hey guys, during this video I'll talk a little bit about Yohimbine HCL. What interested me in this particular drug, you can call, was I was reading a book called The Stubborn Fat Solution by Lyle McDonald, and Lyle had mentioned that caffeine combined with Yohimbine will allow you to tap into your stubborn fat easier just to get rid of those last few pounds. Now, from taking that stack, I had noticed that it is just a very powerful nootropic. Different than caffeine because it is a stimulant. You'll experience a lot of euphoria. People do experience increased sex drive as well. However, that has an acute effect. And overall, for a nootropic and a cognitive enhancer, I would rate this stuff 7 out of 10. The one downside is that it is very common that you will experience some anxiety and you need to have it fasted. But if you're looking to specifically just improve your social capabilities, so how you just not only during conversation, but your willingness to approach conversations is a lot better on Yohimbine. You feel just an increased confidence, almost like a euphoria. But there are particular signs you should pay attention to that just strike you that you know you're in an anxious state or something isn't right. For me, particularly when I'm in an anxious state, like when I'm experiencing a caffeine crash, for example, I start biting my nails, or I notice that my eye fixations are really all over the place. I'm really just not present. So pay attention to that, because it's very common for Yohimbine users to mention that the anxiety effects are so severe, and they are. And it's something that theanine really isn't going to fix, although I would still recommend checking it out, because it's one of those things like caffeine. It's very unusual, and you really just can't tell when you're going to have an experience with Yohimbine that you feel the euphoria, you feel the good energy, you feel that vibe to want to be more social and extrovert, so to speak. And there are some times where you just may not feel right. But in any case, if you are going to take it pre-workout, just pay attention to the fact that your heartbeat will be irregular. It'll be just a lot faster. You'll notice that you won't be able to, for example, do like high intensity interval training or really intense weightlifting, because your heart will just be beating so strongly that it's very severe. And you just won't want to engage in that type of activity. So it's not that scary to take, whereas things like caffeine or like 1,3-dimeth, they could be worse, because you'll engage in a physical activity where you may not know that your heart is working faster than normal, and boom, it's done, right? It's over. Whereas Yohimbine, you'll actually notice right upon getting to that state where things are a little bit intense, you'll just want to back off. But I would not recommend Yohimbine to somebody that is just studying, maybe learning a language, doing something that doesn't require social interactions. But it is the ideal thing to take with a little bit of caffeine just before, again, maybe like a networking conference. Maybe you want to get on the phone and prospect, or if you're somebody that knocks on doors, like you're a salesperson that has to do cold doors, that was my personal favorite use of Yohimbine, just to be up and have that energy. If you're somebody that tolerates it well, then you can look at the dosages. PrimaForce is a brand that sells it. You can find it on sites like smartpowders.com. So PrimaForce will sell it in capsules of like 2.5 milligrams. There's a dosage like, I think it's per every 30 pounds of body weight, take 2.5 milligrams. But don't quote me on that. It's available on Google, or if you just read some books. But unfortunately, Yohimbine isn't something so common that you'll read about. It's not a very commonly taken nootropic, just because, again, some people don't react too positively. But if you read enough, you'll notice that periodically you'll see somebody just mention that the mood enhancement effects are so significant. So don't be surprised if you do feel that euphoric feeling from it. It can be very, very addictive. If you are going to take it, notice that it's going to have its use when you're fasted. So either right when you wake up or 3-4 hours after eating. So check it out. If you tolerate it well, then you can obviously raise your dosage, and you can combine it with L-tyrosine and caffeine. There seems to be like a synergistic effect. You can read a little bit about that. It was common in pre-workouts. However, Yohimbine is banned in a lot of countries now because people have done stupid things, and it's no longer in a lot of pre-workout supplements. But if you combine Yohimbine at that dosage we spoke about, some L-tyrosine, like 750 milligrams and 200 milligrams of caffeine, wow, you will be in for a treat. You'll experience just one of the best moods that you've had in a really long time. And you don't need to have those all the time, but every here and there, it can help you just get out of your daily, like your rut, so to speak, and just see things with a different perspective, which is obviously very positive. So I rate it very highly. Check it out, Yohimbine HCL. Make sure it says HCL before purchasing it, because there's the root, there's the extract. For those, the dosages are different, and it could be a different substance. So just be careful with what you take. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just somebody that likes putting information out there to help you guys. And I'll see you all next time.